life because of something that you dealt with before.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. So I got to tell about my Kanye dream because I don't laugh. All right. So last week, because it all is crazy. So last week, so for one, y'all people that listen to the show, y'all know I love Kanye. Y'all know I'm a big ass Kanye fan. It is what it is. And I've been watching the trilogy, Genius. So in my dream, I dreamt that I was at some sort of like charity event in Chicago. It was like in this big, like maybe a school gym or something like that. There wasn't like no municipal building or anything fancy. And it was just like all of these tables all over the place. And so I was there and Kanye was there. And I was like, oh shit, that's Kanye. Like he's right there. I cannot let this moment pass me by. He's literally right there. Like I'll never forgive myself if I don't go talk to him. So I went and was like, you know, like I don't remember verbatim what I said, but I remember that I told him that I love him. Like I genuinely love you, dude. And it was a whole bunch of other stuff. Like it wasn't a short conversation. And then he was just looking at me, like not looking at me weird, like looking at me like nobody's ever talked to him like that before. Because it was like legit from a place of love, like not as a fan, but like as a human being. And y'all know I care about Kanye, like I know. But anyway, and so we were talking, and then somebody came and got him, was like, yo, yay, we need you to come do this, whatever. So he left or whatever. And then I went and sat down, and his mama came and sat down to me. Now, in real life and in this dream, I knew that his mother has passed away. So she was in all white. She was sitting down talking to me. And I was like, and I was crying because I was like, Mrs. West, you know, like, I really feel like Kanye doesn't have the people that he needs in his life and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yes, he do. He just don't know how to get to them. He don't know how to get out of his own way. Like they're already there or he hasn't found them yet. Something like that. Anyway, so this was the longest dream ever. This dream felt like it lasted for hours. So I wake up and I get this weird like group text on my phone. I'm in a group text. Like it's like some weird ass area codes I never heard of. And I was like, man, it's 3:30 here, whatever. So with the group text was like, hey, I can't come into work today. I'm going to be late because I've been dealing with mom and mom's been trying to leave the house and trying to cook. And I've just been up with her all night. So I was like, I'm going to be respectful because it's 3:30 here and I don't know where this number is from. So I don't know what time it is there. So, all right, whatever. So, I get to work a couple hours past 5 and I had forgotten. I said I was going to Google this area code because I was going to wait until somebody responded because it was a group text. I was like, man, it might be, you know, them scammers getting real slick. It might be a scammer. So I looked at the area code and it was Chicago. So one of the area codes was from Chicago. The other area code was from like Northwestern Illinois, whatever. So that was the first sign. So I was like, I got a text back. Like I have to now. And it was something really sweet. Like, you know, I hope everything works out with you and your mom. You have the wrong number, blah, blah, whatever. So then later on that day, I get on Facebook and I see where Kanye has had some kind of panel or some shit. Wearing the same thing he had in his dream, the same layout of the tables and stuff that he had in his dream. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell? So then I talked to my homegirl, and she's going to Chicago in May. And I was just telling her about my dream, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, dude, you should come. And I'm like, no, like, I'm not going to go. This is your first time ever. Like, no. She's like, it'll be fine. So that's why I'm going to Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to go. And then I'm just going to wait on that part. But anyway, so I don't know what it is. I don't know.
And I had that dream that you was an assistant for
Kanye. Yes.
I don't even remember what happened in the dream. I just know that either I was talking to him or had to get in communication with him. And I was like, I already have his number, but I couldn't find a number. And I had this folder. So I had to go through you to get in contact with him or do whatever for him because you were like his assistant. So to do whatever with him, I had to go through you.
Man, y'all better stop playing. I'm speaking. I'm gonna meet Kanye, and all y'all think I'm crazy. When y'all, it just depends on which Kanye I meet that day, because it could be jackass Kanye that I'm like, sit your ass down somewhere because we're not doing this, or it could be the really super sweet Kanye.
Yeah.
But so, and I'm also gonna do a whole episode about the trilogy because, yeah. So and then recurring dreams. It's crazy because I looked at my I have a dream book that I write down my dreams in, and since 2021 I have been dreaming about babies, like early in 21, and the baby keep getting closer and closer and closer. So I've been looking it up, and basically dreaming about babies is like the birth of something, the birth of an idea, something. So it started with, first I dreamt that I was pushing somebody's baby in a stroller. And I was like, why I got this baby? You know, because first of all, it was somebody that doesn't have a child. And I just like pushing their child somewhere, whatever. That was the first dream. And then I dreamt that I was pregnant. And in my dream, like I knew that it's physically, medically impossible for me to conceive a child, carry a child, birth a child. Like if any of that happens, we're all rich because somebody legit messed up. So then I started dreaming I was pregnant, and like I knew I wasn't supposed to be pregnant. And then like the next dream, I was taking care of Jamil when he was a baby. And then like the next dream, I actually had the baby. Like I gave birth and everything, like this miracle child. And then I had another dream about taking care of a baby. So like I've been having dreams about babies for this is like year 2 of this baby dream.
So whatever's coming, it's been a long time in the making.
It's gotta be, because the rejections I done had here within this past 2 weeks. Like I've been getting rejections left and right for shit that I should have gotten, but I have been getting the swift, no thank you. And it's like heartbreaking shit, like shit that's just so close I could fucking reach out and grab it and it'd be like, no. So, do you ever have any recurring dreams? Like dreams that it does not have to specifically be the same dream, but a recurring theme. I know you do.
Not a recurring dream, but a
recurring theme.
Oh,
yeah.
Theme?
Yeah, like a recurring, like so. My recurring thing is dreams about babies. What's yours?
I don't have one. But I do have an interpretation on your dreams.
Oh, let me hear.
So the way I'm seeing it is pushing the baby in the stroller.
Mm-hmm.
That is finding the idea.
Mm-hmm.
What was the next step after you said you was pushing the baby in the stroller?
Birth, and you gave
I was birth. No. That came after. I was carried. I was pregnant.
No.
And I missed one. Time out, because it was one in between me having a baby. So this is how the past lives be, because it was me, but it wasn't this Tashana. It was a different Tashana. She was young. She was popping. It was not Tashana that had any children. And I had this foreign boyfriend, and we was in this car, and it was like this rich ass car. He was rich as hell. And so we were driving. It was convertible. And, you know, he leaned over, was talking to me. He's like, I got to ask you something really important. I'm like, what? You know, thinking he about to ask me to marry him or something, because he was legit my boyfriend, not my husband. And he like grabbed my hands with his face and was like, I want to have a baby with you. And I was like, oh, okay. So that is in it too. Like the whole being, I don't know. So it's something big. So that's in the mix too. So the whole me being asked to have a baby, I think that came after me having a baby, because it wasn't the same me that was pregnant. Like the me that was pregnant was the me that y'all know. That, because I remember your mama was like, you ain't supposed to be pregnant. And I was like, nigga, I know. Like, I know I'm not supposed to be pregnant.
So what if that was a different version of a possible future you could have had if you didn't have children?
Aww.
You would have been, you probably would have been very successful if you just focus on yourself. I'm not saying your life is a bad thing. I'm just saying like
this. Don't make me cry on this podcast.
I'm saying like this. That's a different perspective of a different reality of yourself.
I completely agree with that. And let me tell you why. And this comes back to some of my recurring dreams. And I did not know about this until TikTok. So they say like that on top of each other, there are parallel universes everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. And every time you make a decision, it creates a branch. So there is a part of you that made a different decision. So say if you wanted to go left or go right, you went both ways, but it's a different you that chose that other decision. So what they say on TikTok is that you can jump to that person. If you don't like the decision you made now, you can jump into that life and live that life of that person that made that other decision. So they call it jumping timelines. So I don't really understand jumping timelines, but some days I wake up and I don't know where I am. Mm-hmm. And they say that could be like a side effect of jumping to a different timeline. So we, at the same time, they say our soul is living multiple lives and multiple timelines because our soul has all this experience to get. So it's not just getting experience with us right now. It's a parallel us getting a different experience. So a part of you could really be living that life somewhere else in a parallel universe, and you just tapping into it. Because when I wake up some days, like, I don't know, I have to like look around and try to see what's familiar to me on the walls. Like I'll be like, do I got Alzheimer's? Like I have no idea where I am. And I have to look at familiar things to know like when in my life I am.
Do you know that you're Mayana?
I don't even think about me. Like I just think about like, because it's like I'm scared, like where am I? Mm-hmm. So I look at what's familiar to me. And if I don't see, like, it happened to me this week, twice this week. I woke up and I sleep in the pitch black too, so that's probably a part of it. But I didn't see anything familiar around me, so I had to calm myself and like, okay, where could I possibly be? And I went through all my houses, like, okay, I'm not in Beach Island, I'm not in California, so where am I? Mm-hmm. And then that's when I realized I'm visiting my parents. But they say like you jumped in a new timeline, now you're getting reacquainted to that new timeline.
Because that felt real. That felt real as hell. That felt so real. He was an Indian dude. You know, I like Indians. India is not my place to go. Like, I have to go to India before I leave this earth. I have to go.
Just don't meet nobody like Shake. You watch Love is Blind?
Mm-mm. Ain't nobody to meet nobody. I'm going because I want to go see the Taj Mahal.
So do y'all know what lucid dreaming is?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
So lucid dreaming is when you're dreaming, but you're fully aware that you're dreaming. So like it's like kind of sort of hard to establish.
Like you know that it's a dream.
You know that it's a dream.
You know that it's a dream.
Like that could have been me knowing that I wasn't supposed to be pregnant.
It's like, but lucid dreaming it's almost like real life.
It's like an out of body experience.
Yeah, like everything is very vibrant in real life. But you know this is a dream, so you can walk around and maneuver. Like when I dream of Granny a lot, I'm lucid dreaming, and I'll talk to her like, "Hey, what's about to happen? What's going on?" Because in the dream, you know it's a dream, and you can do whatever you want. You can talk to whoever you want. You can ask whatever questions you want. It's like being a real life.
I have not. The only people that I have dreamt is crazy because like Chris has been gone for like 21 years this year. I probably have had 3 dreams about him the whole entire time. That's it. And in my dreams, I knew that he had passed or whatever. But my stepdad, I've had just as many dreams as him about him within the past year. Like a lot of, like I was dreaming about him a lot. Like it was really like odd. Like I don't remember them all the way. I remember one of them, and he was saying that he was tired, and that everything was that he was going to be all right.
I've dreamed about Chris. I think I told you about my dream about him. That was a lucid dream where I knew that he was gone, and I wanted to ask him questions about being gone. And he told me that our family was a part of
you did tell me that.
like we were special or